Move on to Pi Anon. Pi Anon, are you there?
Yes, I am, Miss Lisa B. I was actually responding to your message in chat right when you called me, so thank you. Uh, First, I want to apologize for earlier. I was on an important phone call. Um, I'm on federal supervision after being arrested for the January 6th stuff, so they kind of have me under their thumb. So I apologize. I missed the first time you guys called on me. Um, to answer the questions that you've been asking everybody else of what do you do and what has Q done for you, I'm not going to draw this out because I'm nobody. I don't do what I do for clicks or followers or having a name, which I don't think anybody here does. So please don't think of that. Um, but I served in the military, and I've always been a truther. I'm almost 40. I was in Afghanistan and Iraq, and my patriotism is instilled in me 100%. And when I got out of the service, I fell onto the chans, 4chan, 8chan, and I became a professional lurker. And it helped validate a lot of the things that I had seen when I was in the military and learned how to do the research to see behind the headlines of what we were being fed. And that actually got me into the ministry because I see the signs of what times that we're in. And fast forward a little bit, when Q came, it helped offer a validity to everything that I've been doing kind of on my own in the background. I mean, I was a truther, but I didn't speak my voice to everybody. I was an announcer for my kids' football team. I was, doing the soccer dad kind of thing. And being a minister in a church, you can't really go on railing about how the government's lying to you, et cetera, et cetera. And when Q came around, it, like I said, offered validity to the things that I'd already been looking at and was in the background trying to help expose. Um, but also, it got me off of the boards. I was no longer just anonymous. I went onto Twitter to join the battlefield and to be a truther. And then I made the decision to stop hiding behind a moniker. And I went and started with my Facebook profile exposing the truths that I've known with sauce and, bringing it to the forefront. So I actually have to thank Enoch. He was whenever he did his Take the Oath campaign, that was the first time I had ever showed my face online. And that alone is what gave me the foresight to say, you know what, I don't need to be hiding anymore because I'm not the minority, even though I thought I was. And so like I said, I exposed myself on Facebook. I started just running headfirst into trying to let people know that they've been lied to. And that is where what Q has done is that, like I said, it got me off of the boards and showed me that I'm not alone. And for the unity and the camaraderie of other patriots, that was a life changing time. And like I said, I decided to show my face. And then January 6th happened. Um, I wholeheartedly believe that we needed to defend the Constitution and our elections should be sacred. And for the record, I did not attack anybody. I didn't go into the building. I didn't destroy anything. But at the end of May this year, I was arrested by the FBI, counterterrorism, SWAT team, flashbang grenades, the whole deal. I lost my job. It's tearing apart my family. I've actually been receiving death threats at home. Big long sob story. Um, but I have my freedom. I was awarded bond, which I only see as a grace of God because there's folks that are facing a lot lesser charges than I am that are in solitary confinement without bail, etc. I'm looking at 6 federal charges. I think I actually sent you a copy of my criminal complaint, Miss Lisa B, just to offer some validity for what I was saying because I bring sauce with everything that I have. But what am I doing now other than joining in the fight of trying to expose truth is you're trying to become active in the communities that we live to show people that they might think they're the minority, like I did for many years, and that they're not, that we are the majority. We just don't make headline news because we don't throw temper tantrums and we don't, we're nonviolent. And one thing that I find extremely moving is that our political prisoners are, or that are in, solitary, et cetera, in federal prison in D.C. They sing the national anthem together at 9 p.m. Eastern every single night. And I was the kid that believed the commercials for the military growing up. I grew up in a military household where it was customary to stand in your living room at the beginning of a baseball game whenever they played the national anthem and you paid your respects. And that is something that I instill in my family today. That's something that my kids have instilled in them, because the flag stands for things that are much bigger than any one of us, much bigger than all of us combined, even, in my opinion. And under the egregious treatment that they're receiving in prison and under the adversity that they have to face, they can still find the American resolve to unite by singing a Star Spangled Banner. So over the last week or so, I've been asking patriots to send me videos or audio of them singing the national anthem, whether by themselves or with somebody in the video, whatever, but each individual video. And over that last week, I received roughly about 20 submissions, all a cappella, no music. And for the last few days, I've been compiling those videos and audio files to create a tribute video for our January 6th victims. And the main premise is going to be that we can stand in solidarity even if we're separated by hundreds of miles, because freedom is for everyone, and it shouldn't be about what you believe. So freedom of speech and everything that America stands for. And I want to ask and challenge people to stand outside in their own communities and sing at 9 p.m. every night until our political prisoners are freed, either the national anthem or any other patriotic song that they are comfortable with. And that's going to raise questions from their neighbors, and that's going to bring awareness to what our January 6th prisoners are going through. And so hopefully, once I get this finished, because I'm not the best at video editing, that I don't screw it up completely, but I will post it, and hopefully maybe with the help of great communities like yourselves, could spread it out and try to get people involved in raising a voice for those that are being held, solitary confinement without bail for trespassing. Like, that's ridiculous. I know that I'm probably going to have to go sit in the hot seat, and I believe that God has all of us in the places that we are for a reason. So I plan to see this through, and hopefully it can get folks to speak up and speak out. But that's kind of the short and skinny of where I've been and what I'm doing now. And I have to thank all of you, and also thank you for getting me off of the board, because I was just chasing down trolls and attacking lurkers and making some pretty dank memes.
Anon, I've got to say, what a horrendous experience. And thank you very much for sharing that.